organizations pursue their mission. The benevolent mission. School is for learning. Research is for discovery. Hospitals are for health. Companies are for profit. Government is for better organizing society. Courts are for justice. Jobs are for money. News is for information. Religion is for spiritual growth. Food is for nutrition. Exercise is for muscle. Marriage is for love. These are some commonly claimed missions of various organizations and practices. All of these things achieve their claimed mission at least a little bit. Of course you learn something at school, but is it even possible to learn nothing from an experience? The question is not whether someone can proclaim that they have a grand benevolent mission, which sounds very good, you should notice. The question is whether they deliver grand benevolent results. Perverse incentives. Any nice-sounding mission statement for a group does not naturally align with the benefits of the individual group members. Even a group whose mission is simply to benefit its members has conflicts of interest between the members. One member can take more benefits than another. It's fine to say that the mission of the school institution is to teach the children. If you were hired as a teacher at a school, does that mean that you would want to selflessly pursue the educational mission? Wouldn't you continue to want the same things that everyone does? Increased pay, fewer work hours, relaxed quality requirements. It is possible to align the goals of the organization and the individual with thoughtful incentive structures. For example, by paying teachers for long-term learning results. In practice, this is never done. The incentives are perverse. Pornell's iron law of bureaucracy. In any bureaucracy, the people devoted to the benefits of the bureaucracy itself always get in control, and those dedicated to the goals that the bureaucracy is supposed to accomplish have less and less influence, and sometimes are eliminated entirely. Stafford Beer. The purpose of any organization or system is not what it claims it is. The purpose of the system is what it does. School is for learning. We always knew the basics of how people effectively learn. If learning was the goal, then school would consist of private or small group tutoring by competent experts who adapt the material to the student's talent and interest. They would teach topics that have immediate application to the student's life and improve retention by using spaced repetition. Interaction with an instructor wouldn't take that long per pupil. Students can only focus intensely for a few brief periods in a day and would spend most of their time in unstructured play and some structured practice. Modern tools are capable of supporting even more effective learning methodologies. The common practice of school has almost nothing to do with learning. It is daycare for children so parents can work. It is indoctrination of cultural programming and a jobs program for unproductive adults. Research is for discovery. People sincerely demand that other people must believe the science, which is an oxymoron for anyone who understands anything about science. Science is not a collection of facts or formula, a literary tradition, or a group of people. Science is the practice of empiricism, that is, the attitude of, I don't believe what you tell me, I want to see for myself. People talk about the scientific method as if it were some rigid process or formula. You take people and money, mix them together, according to the scientific method, and out comes science, eureka. Okay, It's more complicated than that. The first step is to figure out which people get how much money. Uh-oh. We failed on the first step. Hospitals are for health. Hospitals, medical professionals, pharmaceutical companies, I sincerely thank everyone in this sector for saving and healing the injured and sick, improving lives around the world. Just because a group does some of what they say their mission is, does not mean that they are really pursuing their mission. Their mission isn't even to make you healthy. It's to heal the sick. Those are not the same. They obsess over what is an illness and how to fix it, and completely ignore anything that could make you better than not sick. If the medical system was interested in increasing your health, they would take a health-maximizing mission, unify medical records, have transparent pricing, incentivize based on long-term patient health, distribute massive volumes of medical information for anyone to study, perform bold, voluntary medical research, incentivize cures over managing symptoms, allow a free market for medical education and certification, and more. Institutional review boards have more blood on their hands than any butcher in history. Companies are for profit. Any company listed on the public stock market has a legally enforceable fiduciary duty to the shareholders, which means that the company must overall maximize profit. Shareholders could sue the directors of the company if they are negligent or corrupt. But companies waste tons of money and blow easy market opportunities all the time. The employees are not incentivized to increase company profit, so they seek their own benefits over the success of the company. Companies frequently die for preventable reasons. Living with organizations. Organizations have the same convergent instrumental goals that you do, to survive and grow. They are bigger and stronger than you. They can crush you easily if you provoke them. Organizations are not usually rampant because if they crush the wrong people, they are a big target. Unless the organization has effectively aligned the incentives of the individual members with the mission, and no major organization does this at the time of writing, you can be certain that the organization will be self-interested first and pursue its mission second, if at all. Many organizations are so incompetent that you can give better service to yourself, if it's important to you. But your time and resources are limited. When you need their services, go along with their procedures, but be assertive. They will take advantage of weakness.